Hey, you're one of 12 listeners of the Real Life Podcast, brought to you by Rig Hand Distilleries.
And we play.
We can talk over the jams.
We're live.
This is radical.
Jared dropped this on us on ON Radio on Friday, and it just blew my mind.
So am I rapping if I've got a track behind? Oh, wow.
If you got a bar, you got bars,
Rabbit
drop one down.
2.0.
God damn. I feel like I'm on the Cypher. XXL Cypher. Jared, you've done it again. That was some pro shit.
That was very pro shit. Wow.
Wow. Should we get face tattoos and drink lean? We're SoundCloud rappers.
I am really disturbed by how many face tattoos these kids are getting.
And what they're getting.
Yeah, like Post Malone's got that one where it's just like rain off the side of his face. And then Lil Xan's got the blood coming out of his eye.
Well, and always tired written under your eyes? That's not smart.
No. It's like stitches, man. He's going to have a hard time being Philip Carlo again one day.
But really all they're betting on is that the face tattoo removal industry continues to increase in quality and decrease in price.
Or face replacement.
True.
Oh, Face Off. 1997's Face Off. John Travolta, Nick Cage, great movie.
Tekashi 69, like, I'm going to get 69 tattooed right across my face.
Everywhere. He's got a giant one on his chest, his whole arm.
You're committed to 69 at that point.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Justin Bieber got a face tattoo over the weekend, legit, or last week.
Get out.
Over his eyebrow. It's like
beautiful
It's like
face.
gray.
Always married?
Yeah. Not on meth.
Gentlemen, did you know today is episode 97 of the Real Life Podcast? 97 episodes, Wanya, you've been doing this.
God damn. I think I've only missed like 5 or 6.
That's not bad.
Well,
I
it's
came
Mexican.
in probably like last December, January.
So 40 episodes in?
Probably something like that.
Jay, when'd you come in?
Oh, geez, I don't know. Probably, yeah, in the early 40s, late 30s.
So we've probably been doing this as a trio longer than the original band.
Yeah.
Of me and Gregor Struds.
Oh, for sure.
Laws changed since you guys were at the table upstairs.
Well, in terms of what?
Everything. You're not at the table upstairs.
That's true. We're at the table downstairs.
Yeah.
God, what an age.
We now
Weed's
have headphones
legal.
on. Weed's
Yeah.
legal.
Oh, wow,
We
that's
have
true.
headphones on. Jared's here.
Jared's here, yeah.
Just heard the Ghost Ride the Whip intro, which is hot.
Coming under the intro. Never heard that before.
Do you remember that Ghost Ride the Whip era?
Oh,
Jeez.
it's a wonderful
People
era.
used to beg for it.
Beg for it. We found that. I don't even remember how we found that jam. And we found people ghost riding. Now ghost riding's a thing. People are jumping out of Drake videos and
thanks to
doing
Drake,
the Kiki
yeah.
dance and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then there was that remix on YouTube, which was a horrible 8088 remix that we got addicted to and started playing after every goal. And their video went from like 30,000 views to 400,000 views. And then they hit us up, remember? Bag Milk. And then they're like, we're from Calgary.
Oh, I didn't know they were from Calgary. I remember you had talked to them, but I don't remember they're from Calgary.
Yeah, they're from Calgary. And they were like kids. And then they'd made that remix. And then the remix had blown up. And then they'd made a Doritos commercial. Like they entered into a contest and they got votes and they got a Doritos deal out of it. I was like, it's the new Tiesto.
It's amazing when you see stuff online, you just think they're from like some magical, like mysterious place. And it's like, oh, I'm from Winnipeg. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, kind of like takes
Are you a trillionaire?
takes away from it a bit,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Oh, for sure.
I want them to be like, I'm from Monaco. This makes perfect sense.
Calgary.
Now they
Making-
live forever.
Yeah,
The
just like
jams.
Daquan. Daquan's from Calgary.
I know.
Yeah, and he's like a high school kid.
Instagram sensation.
I imagine these guys, like these meme lords, working in like a crystal tower. There's like 50 floors of people reviewing meme content, and one works its way up to the meme lord at the top of the building who sits in his chair or her chair, and they bring it to him on like printed out paper. They go, "What do you think, Daquan?"
Then he clicks share.
Send.
So many good accounts out there. So many clever people. It's just funny how we were talking about upstairs, the boys, meme historians, we were calling ourselves. How they've changed from just the simple text at the top and bottom of a picture to now all kinds of clever shit.
I'm dealing with this guy for Sumo Jerky. This is called Native Content. I want to get a meme lord to take over the Sumo Jerky Insta because I've been on there trying. And if you think it's hard to write about the Winnipeg Jets, Bag Milk, try and make compelling beef jerky content. It's damn near impossible. So we're trying memes. And I've got this guy named Dougie House, and he's got, I think, like 600,000 followers.
I follow
And-
Dougie House.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm talking to this guy. Like, I phoned him. And I'm like, wow, Dougie House. I have no idea what Dougie House is an hour
Mr.
early.
House.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, oh, thank you for taking me. I assume you're on your jet. And he was telling me kind of how these deals work, these Instagram influencer deals. So he does deals with Adam and Eve, free shout out. You know what they do, Bag Milk?
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they pay this guy like 5 posts. They'll give him cash in advance and a redeem code or whatever it is, right? So use Dougie House for 10% off your sex toys. He says he'll get like 30 some odd people buying every time he posts, and sometimes higher and sometimes lower. And that's his average. And then he went through this huge spike in followers. And then he's like, no, I priced myself out of the market. I can't get people.
Wow.
So then I had to bring my prices back down. But like, if you think that making a website is hard to monetize, like remember we got into blogging, you're like, I'm going to be a blogger. I'll be rich and my Maybach will be blue. And then we found out how much harder it is to make money than that. We're in the very small minority that can. Being a meme lord is like not monetizable at all.
Which is super interesting because I remember a couple years ago now, you had shared that article from Tank Sinatra was still selling fences or whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that he had to actually have a job. But it's tough in the streets.
Well, it's tough in the streets. And you got to think about it as a business, right? You can't just be out there cranking out memes.
Yeah.
If you want to, fine. If that's what you're into it for. And then people got like Patreons. Like, if you like my memes, hit up my Patreon. Nobody gives a shit about your memes enough for a Patreon. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
See, I want to get into the mix. You told me about this thing and I found it. I found a list called Cameo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is what we're thinking of for Sumo, too.
Cameo is essentially a service where you can pay a celebrity, quote unquote, X number of dollars, and they'll do a shout out video for you.
Yeah.
And there is
They
some
make it on their phone.
beauties on
They'll
here.
like a selfie video.
Yeah.
And you send them effectively what you want them to say.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I read through the instructions on a lot of them, and there's pretty much anything you want, they'll say if it's not crossing the line.
Oh God. I've got some ideas.
Yeah, well, and
I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm not going to say them yet.
But like for $50, if you want Andy Dick to be like, Tyratty is the answer. I'm Andy Dick. $50, he'll say it.
Yeah. Or I don't know.
I'm Bob Layton. Sorry.
Do you guys follow Bob Menery on Instagram?
Yeah.
You could
That
get
guy's got a voice.
He's got a great voice, and you could get him to do something for next to nothing. His is less than $50 if you just want a shout out video. It's just hilarious the amount of Lance Bass is on here.
Well, that's who I messaged about. And I was like, does this count for ads for companies? Because I got my beef jerky website and I like them. They're like, if you have $150, Mr. Bass will be happy to say whatever you like as long as it's not offensive.
Which is crazy because you think Lance Bass would have some cake left over, wouldn't you?
Well, I guess it's one of those things where like if you get 6 of these things a week and you can hammer them out in an hour in the back of your Soldier Boy's on there.
$900. Yeah.
Soldier Boy is rich. Like, let's always remember, this is the key cornerstone of what you always have to remember, Bag Milk. Soldier Boy is rich.
And he will never stop chasing paper.
He's making a video game right now.
Of course he
I was
is.
watching his...
Doesn't he already have one like as an app?
Yep. He has SODMG radio. He's making a game. It shows him like with gamers testing the game. He's like, we just put in a 360 interactive world and da-da-da-da-da. I think he like invested in a bunch of shit too online. Soldier Boy, if he's on there, he is getting paid.
Well, for $100, you can have Soldier Boy say whatever you want.
Remember when J-Rock shouted out Wanye wearing Nation gear?
Man, I was there when he did it.
That's the highlight of being Wanye thus far.
Just seeing JT, Jonathan Torrens, just...
The other JT?
Yeah, the other JT.
Canadian JT.
Exactly. He just kind of transformed himself. It was awesome. Consummate pro.
Ridiculous.
Really nice dude, too. Huge fan of the nation. Shout out to Jonathan Torrens.
That was free. Imagine we could get Soldier Boy, be like, hey, it's your man Soldier Boy. You're listening to the Real Life Podcast brought to you by Rig Hand Distilleries.
I
Crank that.
I like to picture him starting the ad out, going with what this is or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, and then he goes through it because you paid $100 to get Soldier Boy to say whatever you want.
Tank Sinatra's on that app.
Oh, fuck, man.
He's
I need
on
to get on here.
Cameo.
I need to be famous to be able to just read shit for $50.
See, I think it's easier to
Bag
get...
Milk's for sale. I'm surprised he's not on there.
I should be on here, or at least on Fiverr or something. I can
For
do
$5, you'll shut him out during a beat cast.
Why not pay Lance Bass to say something hilarious for $150 and then get money off the ads from that?
I should pay Lance Bass. Oh, Lance Bass could lead into like the beat cast or booze cast or whatever.
For sure.
Exactly.
This is Lance Bass. Eat shit, flames. Like, you could get that.
Yeah, that's like I'm writing ideas down. Like, and also with Bob Menery?
Bob Menery, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Like, we could do some shit with that guy.
Oh, he's got the voice. How about Wesley Snipes? You could have Blade read your ad.
Pay it directly to the IRS.
Exactly. Yeah, it goes
Just
straight
Venmo the IRS.
Well, $500 though for Blade.
Oh, geez.
Wesley Snipes needs the cash.
But that's like, it's interesting. If you're like if you're in the playoffs, and you're like,
that's exactly.
I hate you, Anaheim.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend $400 to get all the $50 celebrities on Cameo to tell you to suck it.
Yeah.
But it's interesting looking through this
And then
list.
the Oilers Nation logo on the video, and that's just release that.
Yeah.
That'll be magic.
Hey, it's me, Lance Bass.
That's the thing. I wrote the P word down. I think we're going to keep these in the can as like surprise.
Why? People they want to come as part of the journey.
That's why. That's true. That's true. So the 12 people in this chat room that we're in right now are in the know. And when you see it come out, you knew it was happening, but you'll still be impressed and shocked that it did.
It's sad that the Oilers didn't make the playoffs for the first 10 years of the nation, obviously, for 1,000 reasons. But a lot of the reasons are all the funny shit we didn't get to do that we had planned.
And, you know, it gave us 10 years to learn.
Yeah.
Because now we're like, oh, we got an idea for when, like, next time. We got we've got some thoughts.
Yeah.
And we've got some plans.
Yeah.
So now it's like, just keep deploying them.
We got to get the nation limo back. We got to get the nation limo back, man. That was the greatest thing. Bag Milk, thoughts?
Oh, I love the Nation video. And then this time around in Nation Limo 2.0, 3.0, you walk in and you get Waka Flocka giving you an introduction. Waka Flocka's on here, Wanye.
No, he isn't.
Oh, you know he is, buddy. You want Waka Flocka to do your video? He's here. This list is fantastic. It's like a who's who of internet people from all over the decade.
They're taking off. This company has got VC and is like going for it. And they're contacting agents plenty, and they're just signing people up.
Well, I get it. Like, the list is pretty hilarious. Like, you want Tommy Lee? Huh? Maybe you'll smash.
There's way more people on here than there was 2 weeks ago.
And how long's the video? Like 10 seconds?
Yeah. Looking through it, it's not going to be very long. But
like, they can bang out 100 of these a day if they wanted to.
Yeah,
and not even bat an eye. It's just like they've got their script, and they just replace the brand name here or the name here. Like, they just probably.
I think most of it isn't ads, because that was my concern when I emailed in. I'm like, is it okay if it's an ad?
They don't give a shit.
We do not give one shit.
Yeah.
You have $450. You got yourself Lance Bass for 13 seconds.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Only rappers. That'd be great for sumo.
That'll be fantastic. Or riffraff eating jerky. Come on. I'd watch that.
It's amazing. Like, if you asked me how much it would cost for Waka Flocka Flame to do anything, how much was it? 500?
Actually, it says price unlisted. So Waka Flocka is probably going to run you up a little bit.
Yeah. Not Caitlyn Jenner money.
Caitlyn Jenner's $1,000. If
That's
you want
a lot.
Caitlyn Jenner, you got $1,000. Cool Gino for Caitlyn. Or Brett the Hitman Hart. Hey, Yukon. Everything is wrestling. Get the Hitman on there.
Interesting.
You're listening to Everything's Wrestling. I'm Brett the Hitman Hart, or whatever he talks like.
I'm sorry, is Brett the Hitman Hart in here? That was amazing.
Uncanny.
Wow.
But gentlemen, we started off this podcast with one thing in mind. It was episode 97, and I want to bring it back to him.
Just talk about Connor aimlessly
Connor
for a few
McDavid.
minutes?
I don't get the connection.
Come on.
I'm sorry, Connor.
I'm still of the mind that the Decade of Darkness was worth it. Getting Connor McDavid, even making the playoffs one in the first 3 years, it's still all been worth it.
I know.
The entire thing is worth it.
All of the moves that led before the 2015 season, when I have to catch myself, or when people say it, I'm like, stop it. Like, that had to happen.
Yep.
Because of that happened, Connor McDavid became an Edmonton Oiler.
Yep.
Do you remember where you were when the golden ticket was flipped, Jay?
It's like I can still smell like the air, like the environment I was in. I was helping my dad clean his blinds because he doing him a favor. And
is that doing him a favor?
I was doing him a favor. I was doing like chores,
favor.
and we're cleaning the blinds. And I looked, and I'm like, I'm not going to watch the lottery. I'm like, oh shit, it's like 6 o'clock. The lottery's on. I'm like, hey, just give me a couple minutes. I want to see where the Oilers go in the lottery. Turn on the TV. 45 seconds later, golden ticket gets pulled out, and I just start yelling and jumping. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And my dad was like, what happened? I'm like, the Oilers won the golden ticket. We're going to draft Connor McDavid. And he's like, do you think they'll actually take him? And I was like, oh my God. And that's when I realized my dad truly isn't an Oilers fan.
We had left the office that Friday talking about guys like Noah Hannafin, Dylan Strome. We were all kind of resigned to the fact that Connor McDavid was not going to be an opportunity for us. So I remember rewinding my PVR 15 times to make sure that what I actually saw was correct. And then as I'm doing this, I got a very excited phone call from one Wanye von Gretz. And Wanye, you had just left a meeting or something.
Yeah. I was at Earl's, Tin Palace, where everything good happens in Edmonton. And I was having a meeting with a dude, and I was like keeping one eye on it and listening to him sort of, and one eye and one eye and one eye. But in the lead up to the lotto, MVP Parker Knox, our boy,
Of course.
Fort McMurray fame, he'd been messaging me on Twitter and various platforms for months, being like, Connor McDavid is going to be an Oiler, you'll see. And he must have messaged me 4 or 5 times that summer. And I'm like, man, this motherfucker is convinced that Connor McDavid's going to be an Oiler. And so guy I'm meeting with goes to the bathroom and I'm watching the screen and they pull the card and I go, oh, shoot. Because I didn't understand how it worked, right? We must have picked 4th or whatever it was. And then my brain goes, but why is the back of that card gold? And then I could feel my brain like chemically changing as like it clued into what the fuck was going on. So then I shrieked like a banshee on an Irish lock. I shrieked loud and the waitress walking by dropped her tray of drinks. And at that point, the dude I was meeting with came out of the bathroom and just saw a tray of drinks smashed everywhere, a frightened server at Earl's, and me like, I'm out of here. And then I phoned Jay, and then we phoned Mandy's, and then it was game time.
Yeah, and then so it was the back bar to the pint, or at the pint, and
talking with Rick. And
yeah,
that was probably one of the best days of my life.
That, and then for me, that was a great day. And then for me, the day he was drafted, when we threw that draft party at the pint,
yeah,
the place was rammed. We've never packed the place that full before. It was 1,000 degrees outside, beautiful day. Everything was coming together, and we had a bar full of nation citizens together. Great time. And then as soon as he put on that jersey, I just remember Rick walking around with this little tray of Jack shots, handing them off to each and every one of the boys. Just a new era begins, gentlemen.
It was history. I remember my sister, who was like 7.5 months pregnant. I was like, well, we're going to go to the pint for the Connor party. She's like, no, I'm coming. Like, you can't come. You're 2 people right now. She's like, nope, he needs to be there. Her son was later born, and she brought him to the pint party for Connor. And then 3 months out of the gate, as it were, we took him to his first game.
Well, when's the draft is
July.
June.
No, it's June 20,
oh, yeah.
20 something.
Late June
and he was born July 4th.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he was like
he was like a week away from.
Yeah.
Wow.
She was in the pint. Bless her heart.
Looking back on the 3 years and change of his career so far, is there a moment that sticks out to either of you that just goes, wow?
It's like 8 a game.
Yeah, no, there's been so many. Like the first thing that popped to mind that when you mentioned that is just his first game back after injury.
That was the goal.
When he just lit the Columbus Blue Jackets on fire.
Yeah.
With that amazing goal.
I've tweeted this, I think, every single game now, but every minute you spend watching this kid play hockey is just, it's worth your time every time.
Even when he's not producing points, it's still entertaining. He's doing something.
He's doing everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it feels like he's waiting to be drafted to a league above the NHL. It's just
his affiliate team.
It's just him playing pickup by himself.
Yeah, he is William Nylander in Switzerland right now, but he's doing it to NHL players where he's just like, this is fun, I guess. This is how I'll spend my day. Can't wait for the real league to get here.
Boys, let's take a break. We'll come back after this. We'll keep talking Connor on the 97th episode of the Real Life Podcast.
Have you got holes to dig, earth to pack, and roads to build? Then you need to call Japa Machinery Group. Does your equipment need a service? You can't fix stupid, but here at Japa Machinery Group, we can fix everything else. With a full range of parts to keep your equipment running smoothly. Japa Machinery Group is a family-operated and Alberta-grown business. Here to help build a bigger and better Western Canada. Give us a call or visit us at japamachinery.com. Japa Machinery Group. Join the family.
We're back, Real Life Podcast. Talking with Jared at the break, understanding how actual audio video is assembled. It's a fascinating process. Production, how's that pronounced? Production?
He's putting ads in post.
Post-production. Is that right?
We're leveling up, Wanya.
When that bloody anthem kicked in there to start, damn.
It's like we're becoming the Japa Machinery of audio-produced podcasts.
Native content, slick production.
Look at this guy.
Unbelievable.
Slides it in there like a pro.
Never mind.
Shout out to Japa Machinery Group of companies, history of reliability since 1972, Wanya. What do you think of that?
Well, I'll tell you, I know the whole story of Japa. I could talk your ear off.
Well, go for it.
I've been living it.
Go for it.
I really need them to bring me out to their shop again because I had a great time smashing shit and I want to do it again.
Are we going to see any of that content? Like when the Oilers smash a team, are we going to see people smashing a fridge with Japa?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to tell Chris about that.
Like underneath the scoreboard, like Oilers smash Pred 6-2 Japa.
I'm going to talk to Chris about that because he's got all that video on his phone. We all smash stuff good. We smashed it real good.
Another thing we should do, because I know one of the owners of Japa would love it if Japa was involved with some sort of giant hit.
Smash Jappa.
Luch smash.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hit of the game.
I'll see what.
Hit of the game. Ooh, I bet you Jappa would love hit of the game.
That's the whole thing. If I know the sheriff, who is my D partner, who's my D partner in men's league.
Ironically,
Sean
he's
Green.
not listening to this podcast because he's too busy working at Jappa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've got grown-up jobs over there.
Oh yeah,
Well, yeah, they're busy.
busy. That's actually a good idea though.
Yeah.
See, we're talking it out on the air.
See,
Take people along for the journey, Jay.
workshopping the. I'll talk to Chris about what
People are
he's got on
listening
the
right
phone.
now. They're like, so let me get this straight. Real life is now just them talking about business ideas and ads for jerky.
Yes, that's exactly
Strange Southern listener.
We can talk about, hey, the rumors that I heard just the other day that Julie Chen Moonves may be off Big Brother next season. Huh? How's that?
Are we
Loyal
ready for
listener?
that? I guess we are. You've already tabled it. I thought
Huh?
we were going to
Loyal
continue
listener?
to talk about Connor, everyone. But
Yeah, no, we'll go back.
I'm a Big Brother fan, so I will definitely interrupt everything we're doing to talk about this.
How do you feel about this?
I feel
There's
like
no official word, but looks like, according to the National Enquirer, which we know is a very rock solid source of news, that she may be out.
like Julie Chen has been a part of a large chapter of my life. She's
Yeah,
been
since the beginning.
entertaining me because I came in late into the Big Brother scene. It was the Evil Dick year, season 8, and I think there's been like 10 more since. So she has been, for 10 summers, the face and the voice of each of those summers.
That's right.
So
gonna be
it's
a big change.
Yeah, it's. I know there's some shit going on around there and whatever, but like, and I knew this was kind of coming, but I'm still like shocked and saddened to hear this.
So she was on The Voice, correct?
She was on the
View.
Talk.
The Talk.
The
The
Talk.
Voice. So she had to resign from that? Or
She resigned from the Talk because she admittedly didn't want to talk about everything that's going
For
on.
sure.
Which, when the show's called The Talk and you don't want to talk, that's a problem.
Yeah.
But now it
That's
looks
the
like
first rule of the talk.
You got to talk.
got to open up.
Got to talk on The Talk.
If you don't, it's a bad show.
Then you got to walk.
It's called The Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't
nobody's
listen to a
watching
show?
Listen. No. And then looking forward now, it looks like she may be out on Big Brother as well.
It sucks, man. I mean, your husband will presume innocent, probably guilty, but you're standing beside him and you're booted off both shows you're on.
So if I'm Big Brother and you have to try to fill the giant shoes of Julie Chen,
It's clearly going to be next house guest.
and,
Yep.
and it's clearly who?
It's going to be, what's his name? The Chris's boy there, the cop, the winner.
Derek?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be Derek.
Who's the guy who came into the house this summer and he had like the high part and the shaved side of his head like we all have? And he came in, dark hair.
Jeff?
Jeff.
Well, like Jeff is endearing. Like I love Jeff. Derek, I had a lot of respect for, but I don't think I'm gonna like vibe. Like he's not gonna pull me in as like a commentator or presenter.
The best host would be Dr. Will, but he's actually got shit
Yeah,
going
he's
on.
Yeah, he's
I would
yeah.
poll all time favorites of the show who offended no one.
Jeff.
They make Jeff the host.
It's yeah, and Jeff already he does like he's got a show around Big Brother and stuff.
There it goes.
I don't know if he's got the chops either, but
He'll do it for peanuts
Yeah.
because he loves the show. First mistake, Jeffrey.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm trying to think who else could you'd pick.
Mike
Frankie
Boogie
Grande?
needs the money.
Frankie Grande.
So that's actually not a bad because he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
Like he brings energy. So
Maybe
he
they go to
could.
2 guest hosts. Maybe they do like a 2 host situation.
Oh, like the first season of American Idol.
Yeah, Glunkman or whatever his name is. Ryan Glunkman.
Oh, the 2 Ryans?
Yeah,
Oh,
Ryan.
yeah.
The good Ryan and the other
You
Ryan?
already knew just by his last name he was doomed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Seacrest or Blumkin.
Ironically, Ryan Seacrest's real name's probably Gluckman or something. He's like, nope, I'm going Seacrest. The other guy's like, I'm sticking to my guns,
I'm
boys.
sticking to Dinkelman.
Dinkelman. There it is. His real name's probably Jones.
Yeah.
Changed it to Dinkelman.
Yeah, he's the Pete Best of of those talent shows.
God. You know what I saw this weekend, and this is not talking about Connor. Can we talk about Connor? Or do you want
Always.
to talk about something different?
Well,
Well,
we
we
can
always
talk
talk
about
about
not talking about Connor. That indirectly is talking about Connor.
Let's see if your topic can lead back into Connor.
Ooh, challenge.
Oh, I know. I can do
Segway
it.
challenge.
Here we
For
go.
sure. Segway challenge brought to you by Segway. I went and saw that movie about Queen.
Oh,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
yeah.
Whoa. Can we talk about movies on real life?
Of course. I
Hey,
want to see it. Is it good?
You know what? It's bad.
I go to movies in real life.
If I was listening to this though, and I was like, I want to hear about the Oilers. I want to hear about how Koskinen has 2 wins, and I want to hear about Chason being rad, and I want to. And then we're like,
Or do you want to hear a struggle to talk about the Oilers?
Yeah,
Because we
well,
get so
true.
sidetracked with real life.
all right. Well, I went to this movie. And this guy, Rami, whatever the hell, Malik, whatever his name is, the actor playing Freddie Mercury, unbelievable, despite the handicap of being given a script that is hot garbage.
Well, that I've heard the critique on it is that the members of Queen were far too involved.
Exactly. To get them to sign off on licensing the music to the movie, the remaining members of Queen had to have editorial control of the script.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no.
So you're going through and it's like, okay. And then like he has a party at one point, Freddie Mercury, and they're all ballers at this point. And he has this giant mansion in London. And he invites them all. And the other band members come in with their spouses. And there's like this debauchery rock star party all around that Freddie Mercury's had. And they're all sitting on the couch with their spouses. And they're like, we don't care for this type of party, Mr. Mercury. We're leaving. Like, give me a fucking break.
God.
You're Queen. Like,
Lies.
Yeah. And they showed themselves as being like sober church boys throughout the entire like run of Queen. And then also like the timeline of the thing is all screwy. In the movie, he contracts AIDS and then goes solo, contracts AIDS, comes to the band, hat in hand, being like, my whole solo career's gone to shit. Can we just please get together for this Live Aid concert? And in reality, when he went solo, he was the third band member to go solo. 2 other guys put out solo albums first. Queen didn't even break up when he went solo. His solo stuff actually did really well.
Oh,
and when he did Live Aid, he didn't know he had contracted AIDS for 3 more years. So he's like at the end of the show, he's like doing all the Queen songs. You know, you do. You're on the piano. You got your tank top on. There's some prominent Pepsi logos placed, which I enjoyed. The timeline's all fucky. Like he doesn't even know about this sad, obviously terrible event coming.
So they told the sanitized version of
Queen.
Of their story.
Yeah, like if you're going to see Queen like the real shit,
Yeah.
and get in the mud, that's not what you're getting.
And the prosthetic teeth on this actor were like, there's this one scene, and it's just like, there's just weird dialogue. Like he's sitting on the couch and there's a call and they come to him and they're like, hey, Freddie, that was a call from a record producer. Like this is literally how they're talking. That's a call from a record producer. We're going on tour in America. And he's like this, like, oh, good. And that's his lyric. Oh, good. When he finds out he's going to tour North America.
Oh, God.
Oh, good. And then there's another scene. He's in the back of a limo.
So, you know, Wanye stuck his finger
Up his teeth.
to be up his teeth to emulate the
Buck
fake
teeth and
buck. Yeah, exactly.
Like it was really, it was like he had 2 dips in his entire movie. And then there's a scene where they meet their agent for the first time and he walks in and the agent's just like, hey, you know who I am, Super Agent Bramf Johnson. You're working for me now, and this guy's going to take care of all your day-to-day stuff. Queen's unsigned. They're like, oh, yeah? We want more money than all the other bands because we're Queen. This is literally what they say.
Oh, God.
And like, okay. And then they're off to the next scene, and you're like, who the hell wrote this?
It's
Like, did
Tommy Wiseau, if anyone's seen The Room.
What's that?
You've never seen The Room?
No.
I've never seen The
The
Room.
worst movie of all time?
I've seen The Disaster Artist, which is the movie about the creation of that movie, and that sounds exactly like how he would talk.
Well, this actor was committed to the
hi,
role.
Mark. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, good.
You can't have a biopic that's written by the fucking guys that were in
No,
it.
it's got to be unauthorized.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Imagine,
Get in
it
the
was like if
weeds.
Suge Knight wrote the story of Dr. Dre.
Yeah, Suge Knight,
And then
he's-
Dr. Dre started bossing me around. What the
So,
hell?
wait, Suge Knight, didn't you end up in jail? No, I opened a daycare and everybody had a great time. Yeah, that you can't have that. So
That reminds me, though, Freddie Mercury, the rest of the band, he claimed he needed the rest of the band. He did. He's like, I need you guys. And they're like, maybe. You know who doesn't need the rest of the
I
band?
was wondering, like, when's he going to do this?
Connor McDavid.
He does need the rest of the band. Connor McDavid's a team player.
He's a team player. But you can switch out the rest of the band.
I'm just happy the rest of the band has showed up to support Freddie Mercury, or in this sense, Connor McDavid.
I don't know if we should be calling Connor McDavid Freddie Mercury.
No, but I do respect someone who's the lead singer of a band who can also go solo whilst staying in the band, a la Adam Levine.
Yes, he's recording The Voice.
So I would say there's a connection with Connor because Connor can be a solo career within his band.
Like all the other members of Black Eyed Peas, other than Will.i.am and Fergie that had solo albums.
No, they
Looking to
didn't.
you, Apple to App.
Oh, no.
No, he
Nobody
didn't.
bought the Apple D App album, did
No.
they? Fergie, just come back,
Man, so did you watch the grand final? AFL grand final this year?
Yeah.
Did you see Black Eyed Peas' Sans Fergie?
Yeah.
You see the level of energy they brought to the show?
Wasn't Will.i.am like texting during his performance?
Was
or
he?
something? Yeah.
that's
He was
boss.
getting.
Then they had bootleg Fergie, who was singing the parts, but they
Yeah.
didn't show her on camera.
Oh yeah.
So there'd be like a solo and the bootleg Fergie singing, and they weren't even showing her.
Good gig though, bootleg Fergie. Collect a paycheck,
Well, I'm
go
sure.
sing some
It
songs.
just proves you how delayed Australia is with getting the news. They didn't know Fergie was out of the Black Eyed
They
Peas
didn't
before
know
they
that's
booked her.
not Fergie. They're like, whatever.
Fergalicious just came out.
Yeah.
And then did you see how the big thing ripped when they came out through the big
Yeah.
banner?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was the
The kiss
the
of
death
death.
touch to the Magpies, who I had bet $50 on to win the grand final.
Oh, bag milk.
I would never bet on the Pies.
They run
in
out
my
through
life,
this
and I did.
giant banner. It's like 10 stories tall to start the grand final.
This
the-
is AFL in
thing,
Australia,
yeah.
everyone.
This is not Connor McDavid talk, but it's close. And they run through and it rips and it's very exciting. Of
course.
And then the one team puts it up and a gust of wind shreds it. And these guys come running out ready to do the thing and it's already cut to shreds and they don't know what to do and they're just standing there.
Yeah.
And then the supporter who's in charge, 'cause it's like fan
Yeah,
run,
it's some lady or
starts
something.
crying.
Yeah, she's crying.
And then the coach comes over and hugs her.
It was a thing.
They're
Oh,
fucked.
no.
They're fucked.
It was. I should have just canceled my bet right then and there.
Was that you need a break?
Oh,
Oh, for
no.
God's sakes, we didn't even hit any of our points.
Well, you got your story around Connor McDavid, so in a way you did.
And that just scooted over into Magpies talk.
So, well, and for all of our Australian listeners, out of the 12 that listen to the podcast,
Maybe Ray?
maybe Ray,
Ray, if you're listening, God, you're a good Oilers fan.
Arguably, well, maybe at least in a name, like Steele Sidebottom, who plays for the Magpies, could be considered the Connor McDavid of the AFL. Hate me for that or not?
Maybe they should have
There's a
ran
connection.
out.
Unless Ray's listening, I think everyone right now is like, gee, I wonder what's on the other Spotify channels. Or
I'm thinking that they should have ran under the Walterdale Bridge. That was the problem.
No, we're teasing because we're going to end with a bang.
Oh, we are ending with
We've
a bang.
been dragging you along,
That's
everyone.
what we're doing. We're ending with a bang. Should we go to commercial? Then we're going to come back and then we're going to bang. What? Real life podcast. Back after this.
SumoJerky.com. You've been through the gas station. You've seen all the flavors, teriyaki, black pepper, maybe extra hot, sweet chili. That's about as exotic as it gets. But if you subscribe to Sumo Jerky at SumoJerky.com, check them out online, enter your preferences. They source out the finest small batch handcrafted maw and paw jerky from all over the world. They have all your favorite flavors, but it's high quality handcrafted versions of your favorite flavors, and they get exotic as well. Exotic jerky from exotic animals, or play it straight and stick with beef. Enter your preferences at SumoJerky.com. It shows up once a month. Deliver it as a gift if you like. Have it sent to your work for a little pick-me-up during the day. SumoJerky.com. Follow them on Instagram at SumoJerky for pictures of their meat, or sign up for the service yourself. SumoJerky.com. Once a month, meat delivered right to your door. It's the home delivery service you didn't realize you need until it started showing up. My favorite day of the month is Sumo Jerky Delivery Day. SumoJerky.com to get started.
We're back. Real life podcast. There's a Sumo Jerky bag waiting at the house.
I was wondering if it was, but it hasn't been open.
I want to do an unboxing. Do you want to do an unboxing?
What do you mean?
Like you open it and you're like, hey, and we do it like on Insta.
Oh,
You're like, oh shit, Sumo Jerky, delish. Look at this flavor. Look
Sure.
at that flavor.
I'm for sale.
was-
Have you checked my rate on the Cameo app?
wanna
I got
try it.
excited.
That's
I got
hot.
excited this morning when Jay walked up with mail.
Yeah.
It was a package because I thought it was jerky.
It
day.
hasn't arrived here yet?
Not here yet.
It's weird how shipping works. There's like a 4 or 5 day window where you'll get it. Because that art came to the house 4 or 5 days ago now.
Maybe because this is considered a business. Who knows?
Well, anyways, I want to try an unboxing where you just open it up and say, look at these flavors.
I can't wait to see the flavors this month.
See, that's why the unboxing works
See?
so well.
Yeah.
Now
We
I
got
can't
it-
wait for you to get Lance Bass to do an unboxing.
Oh man. Well, I wonder if they would for $150. You
Hey.
can't. You can't get an unboxing for $150, can you?
Man, that'd be good living.
Soldier
You
Boy
send
for
Soldier Boy a pack of beef jerky and he's like, what this is? And then he starts fucking opening it up.
I
That'd be
bet
the
you
best.
could. You just got to pay the right price. It'd be more than what their 10-second shout out personal video is, I bet.
But then they get a snack. I feel like the rate should be lower.
If I could go back and talk to meme lord Dougie House and tell him I've signed international recording star Lance Bass to a 30-second commercial, I think he'd think I'm cool.
Who wouldn't think you're cool?
Well, I want to impress Dougie House.
As you should.
He did this thing with a company called Dick at Your Doorstep. Jay, I know we're not getting paid for this, but it's tangentially related to nothing. And they make chocolate dick molds that you can send to your buddies. All right? And then they also have a poo one that looks like a poop. and you can send it to them, and it's like $25 for your frenemies, and they have all these different use cases, a divorce. I would tell you how much they're selling in fake dick chocolate, but your minds would explode.
They got that big dick money, don't they?
Like well over $1 million a year in dick chocolate. And it was all run by Dougie House.
Richard Chocolate.
And I said, do you think you could do this again in the jerky business if you can do it for novelty poop dicks? And he said, of course I can. I'm Dougie House.
Fuck yeah. Shout out to Dougie House.
Oh, I
He's
was so
making
nervous.
shit happen.
I was nervous talking to him.
He's grinding. He's on the streets. He's grinding.
Yeah.
He's in LA. He's pitching shows and shit, I think.
Fuck yeah. And this all spawned from his memes.
Yeah. Well, I think he
Incredible.
made memes. He was already funny.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know.
And then I was talking to the meme lord Heckoff Supreme,
Go ahead.
mother boy.
Wow.
And I was like, who's the Connor McDavid of meme lords that can help me build my business? And he's like, I'll tell you who it is. It's
Is it
Dougie.
Kaylor Mimamoto?
Oh, shout out. And he said, well, Dougie House. He's the guy.
He's the man.
Lance Bass, Dougie House, Sumo Jerky, Wanye Christmas Fortune. That's what we're
I love
looking
it.
to attach the points.
What a world. Meme lords selling things. Although I got Tinder versus reality, some of the products that he's selling, whew, they make me uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, but it's an uncomfortable account. So
Oh,
it
it's
makes
certainly
sense.
uncomfortable.
He's probably, I bet you every time he posts, he sells 125 things. I bet you.
Oh, yeah. Because it's like you got to be a certain shade of weird.
I was thinking about weirding up the old Nation Christmas party this year. A little treat from Tinder versus reality.
Oh, you should
dear.
get the dick at your doorstep.
In the gift exchange? Who wouldn't enjoy that?
It's good
All
time
right, all right.
explosions.
So this year's Christmas exchange is getting weird.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll be prepared.
Be ready.
Let's talk about something slightly closer to home than novelty dicks. Koskinen makes me wonder if maybe Chiarelli isn't functionally delayed, inhaling paint fumes at home somehow and like close to complete cerebral shutdown.
He may have learned something at Harvard State.
Maybe. I don't think it was a $2.5 million signing, but that one, which game was it we were watching where he was just lighting them up?
So he's had 3 starts in the last 4 games. First one was against Nashville. He won.
Yeah.
And then he absolutely shut the
Shut
door against Chicago.
That's what we were watching. He was unreal.
Were you guys there?
Yeah.
Against Chicago?
Unreal.
Yeah, it was. So he's got a very interesting style in the sense of like he lets pucks like squirt loose and stuff. Like he's got some scary tendencies, but like he's pretty athletic and he's 6'7" and in his he can go post to post, with ease, like an impala leaping over your car on a safari.
Mm-hmm.
An impala?
Yeah,
Is that an animal?
yeah,
It's not just a whip.
A Lolo?
yeah,
I didn't know that. So what are they, like a gazelle?
yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
I wanted to be more regal.
No, that's good. It's
because
very well
it
done.
is so beautiful to watch.
Very well done.
But like he like and his leg work down low, there's an athlete in that tall, gangly frame.
Oh, and he's making kick saves from the corner.
Well,
too.
that's the thing. Like
his legs are 12 feet long.
Like they're long, but they move. Like he can use them.
I wish you guys could see what Jay's doing. He's just like
Look like
flipping his hands
flippers,
back
yeah.
and forth.
It's the thing. He's just not a big guy who's just standing there. Like he's
Like the monster.
Like
Yeah,
the
monster
was-
spins.
Yeah.
He's like a
monster's
top.
facing the wrong
like
direction.
that glove save he made against Detroit on Saturday against Martin Frk.
Did you see the photo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy,
incredible. With that guy getting his mind blown through his skull in the crowd.
Can that be the photo for the podcast today?
Oh, absolutely.
That photo of the guy freaking out?
I honestly, and whatever, this might be audacious, but I bet you that is a goal 99.9% of the time.
100%.
Just zoom in on that guy
Oh, I got him.
and just show his face because he's just like,
You can see the moment his mind left his head.
Yeah.
his face looked like my face looked when I was looking at the spelling of the guy in Detroit's name. I'm like, oh no, all the letters fell off. What is it? Farouk?
Firk.
FRK.
Martin Firk?
Martin Frk.
I
he
saw
from-
him play in junior. He played with
From
McKinnon
Jupiter?
and,
What kind of country named somebody?
and Drouin in Halifax.
I feel like his ancestors sold off his vowels just to get over to this.
We won't be needing these anymore.
Exactly.
Eleanor.
Exactly.
That's them coming to Ellis Island and selling off the E in Firk.
It's funny that we all had the same thought looking at this fucking guy's name, because the other day I just tweeted what I thought was a dumb joke that kind of blew up a little bit. I was like, I wonder if on any level Martin Firk looks at Jesse Puljujärvi and gets really jealous of all his vowels. And people just liked it because he's got a dumb name. No vowels. I don't like it. Something wrong with that.
You're dumb, Martin Firk.
That's right. Learn to spell, FERC people.
I'm wondering if Seacrest's real name is Seacrest now. There's no way Ryan Seacrest's name is. You can Google it all you want. Ryan Seacrest is so powerful, he spawned the Kardashians. If he says his name is Seacrest, it's Seacrest.
He was born Ryan John Seacrest.
According to the Seacrest Corporation?
Yeah.
According to the
Wikipedia,
Seacrest
which is
Corporation.
always reliable and uneditable.
He's from Hotlanta, Wanye.
Oh, makes sense.
You know
For
what
some
his rate would be if he was on Cameo?
Oh, huge money.
$100 million.
Oh, yeah. He'd price himself out.
I'm surprised Dinkelman's not on there.
It's me, the other Ryan.
Remember me, season 1? I'm the guy who quit.
Did he quit? No, he got gassed.
No, he quit. He was on the Stern show probably. Howard had a competition. It was like the Biggest Loser competition. Long story short, Dinkelman was a judge on it because he willingly left because he didn't think American Idol was going to take off. See you later. Dinkelman.
He's a Ronald Wayne of Apple.
Yep.
You know that guy? 10%.
He's the one that sold for like $200 or something like that.
10% of Apple he sold for $700.
Fuck.
He was brought in to moderate the arguments between Wozniak and Jobs. It's like the ref. He's like, this is too stressful. And then he bailed.
Well,
Yeah.
you got
Loving that
Dinkelman.
stress.
You got Dinkelman. Who was on the Biggest Loser contest on Stern?
Pete Best was another judge.
Soccer player?
No, Pete Best was the guy who got
Adam Best.
replaced by Ringo in the Beatles.
Oh, he's still alive?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
no.
He's saying like, oh no, I don't regret getting kicked
Okay.
out of the Beatles. I'm having a great time with my career doing blah.
My album's coming out right away. It's called Remember Me? I Was in the Beatles, Volume 80.
Yeah, no, there was those two as the judges and then one of his whack packers. I don't remember who was on it, but they just like had sad general stories. But I will always remember Dinkelman quit American Idol.
What a twit.
Anyways, Kostinen's a phenomenal goalie.
He is.
Yeah, and he is a tall drink of water. What do you guys think about him wearing number 19?
It's weird.
Super weird, but I like it.
And maybe it's because I'm just a traditionalist. Like, there's nothing wrong with wearing 19 as a goalie. Isn't it because one of his favorite players was like Joe Sakic or
Growing up, he was a Stevie Y guy.
Stevie Y guy? Like, he loved a forward,
Yeah, but he played net.
so he
super
wears his
odd.
number. So I kind of like it's endearing.
I felt bad for him. He was nervous in his post-game interview, hey? He's so soft-spoken, talking on the ice
Yeah.
level.
We couldn't hear what the hell he was saying. He was talking to the mic. I could hear like a mild noise, but I couldn't.
Mild noise.
I just couldn't put it together.
Yeah.
Jesperson couldn't get him to liven up.
No, it's a lady.
It was.
Okay.
She was like, what do you think? Woo! And he was like,
He's
Yeah.
good, yes.
yes, I pool party. And that was it. 2.5 million later.
Kaylor Miyamoto had brought up the you score and they will come,
Yeah.
and then made a.
What did you think
funny
about
video of
Connor talking about Yessie the other day? Did you see that interview
No, what do you say?
where they were talking about what are your thoughts on Puljujärvi? And he said basically like he's got all the skill in the world. He just needs to be able to put it together. And, you know, I know he has problems with speaking English and that makes it difficult for the coaches. Like he kind of threw him under the bus a little bit.
Yeah, I heard.
I wouldn't say put like.
Called him to account.
Yeah, like that's not.
Connor's
yeah.
not shady.
Yeah, no, it wasn't thrown under the bus. It called him to account. Like, if this is like, obviously he's seeing it as an issue, so he's got to put it out there.
Yeah.
I heard that the Oilers specifically instructed him to work on his English over the summer, and he did not.
I can believe that.
Well, I mean, when everything is given to you in English and you don't understand what the fuck's going on, big problem.
It's on you to learn.
He's got to put in the work.
Yari
He's got
Curry
to
learned.
Put in the work.
You watched Happy Days. Remember that story?
Yeah, who's his mentor? He must have like Yari Curry like on speed dial.
Or like Esatika. Well, no, I guess maybe you don't want to learn English from Esatika.
53-year-old Esatika is like, I'll come back.
Yeah, yeah.
You want me to hang out?
Maybe we should, as a nation, band together and get him a Rosetta Stone or something like that. We'll teach. If the Oilers aren't going to pay to teach Yessie fucking English, we'll do it.
I wonder how those conversations go. I wonder if it's like, hey, we went down to the U of A linguistics department and we got the #1 Finnish professor at the U of A to come down and teach you how to speak English, Yessie. Or if they're just like, hey, you, here's a DVD collection of Happy Days. Curry did it 40 years ago.
Yeah, and I don't know. They need to do something more.
Well, it's a two-way street.
100%.
Like, yes, he's got to be wanting that because obviously he's not playing as much, he's not playing as well as he should. He's got to like start tackling some of these barriers
Or start scoring. Because if you can put 3 away every
it's
few
his
games,
confidence
your
right
English
now
is
shattered
irrelevant.
though.
Yeah,
like he's got to like that guy. I thought after the Chicago game, I'm like they're sending him down tomorrow.
Which I still think they should.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's not going to play, according to Gregor, and admittedly, Gregor was just guessing on the lineups tonight. Nobody had released anything yet. Yamamoto and Puljujarvi are out tonight against the Caps.
Yeah, send the boys down.
Send him down. Let him get his confidence back. Because if he's 20 years old and he's fucking rattled that he's going to make a mistake every single shift he's out there, then he has to go down. Let him be the big dog.
You can see him think on the ice, and the fact that if that is the case, that tells you that he is not in any kind of flow state. So, like I said, just like there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, there is a talented player within Jesse Puljujarvi.
100%.
So go to Bakersfield, learn some English so you can feel comfortable communicating with your teammates, and let's get at it.
Get a bronze while you're down there. Feel good about yourself.
A bronzo?
Well, he's going to be in California. A nice little tan. Get some vitamin D.
Is a tan a bronzo?
I call it a bronze. Not a bronzo. It could be a bronzo.
Bronze.
Sounds like something an Aussie would call it.
You've got these earphones
Oh,
on.
mate, get a bronzo.
Oh, get yourself a bronzo. Did you hear about the guy in Sydney who ate a garden slug?
He's been in coma for 8 years.
Paralyzed for a decade, and he just passed away.
Fuck.
And the story was like, yeah, me and my mates are sitting in the backyard, and a slug walked across. You know how you do. I'm like, what? And he ate this fucking thing, and he got
And my mate says, hey, Wazza, what you say you got over there and eat that slug there, mate? He's like, oh, don't tell me I won't eat that slug there, mate. He goes over there and I eat the slug off that there building there, and then all of a sudden he's in a fucking coma. 10 years later, now he's dead. Now he's dead.
What is in that slug to make someone paralyzed? And
It's like
a neurological attack.
It's like lung. It's a disease found only in slugs, like rodent lung or rodent worm or some shit.
God.
Rat lung.
How bad do his buddies feel? The one that told him to go eat it.
Oh man.
Thing is, though, I know a lot of Australians. They're loose.
Oh, they're way loose.
No part of me read that went like, no, Australian people wouldn't eat a poisonous slug. Of course they would eat a poisonous slug. Josh Brown, friend of the show, good friend of the nation,
Guaranteed eat it.
swimming in the Brisbane River. Police boat comes up next to him and goes, you need to get out of the river, mate. There's brown sharks in it. And he looked the cop while swimming in the eye and goes, maybe the brown shark needs to worry about me. And the police were like, you're all right, mate. They drove off and left him swimming in the river. Like, that's the people that you're dealing with here.
Yeah.
These are fearless folk. They live in a country where everything can kill you.
Everything can kill him.
My rules when I was traveling is if there was a loud, boisterous group of people, they were either A, English or B, Australian. And there was no in between.
No. The stereotypical American tourist I thought I would run into was Australian.
Yes.
Seriously. I don't mean in a bad way. But like, you know, you hear these stories about like Texans. They're like, you're American #1. Never saw that. Saw a lot of Australians yelling Aussie, Aussie, Aussie everywhere I went. But they were all good fun.
Oh, they're a great time.
Let's take a break. We'll be back after this Real Life Podcast.
Alberta is where you find hard-working hands. Where prairie-grown rye meets mountain spring water. Where we pull dragons from the ground. And we choose Rig Hand Distillery. Vodka, whiskey, gin, and more. Rig Hand is made from Alberta-grown ingredients, locally distilled and distributed. It's a bottle of Alberta. Ask for award-winning Rig Hand in your liquor store and visit righanddistillery.com.
We're back. Real Life Podcast. We are getting to it. It's the 97th episode. This is one's been all about Connor McDavid. And by all about, we mean barely about.
Getting to it. I love the tagline. Coom is trying to dive in his tagline for the Don't Air reviews.
Oh, no.
Anyways, we digress.
Can that be the name of this one? We're getting to it.
Absolutely. 100%.
Connor McDavid, we're getting to it.
Yeah. We're like Jimmy Kimmel always thanking like or apologizing to Matt Damon for not being able to get him on.
We'll get to Connor eventually. You'll see.
How about the bank ad with his brother Bag Milk?
Oh, Cam's in the mix.
This is the most, he's improving at everything, including ads. There was several guffaws in that ad. But Connor, when are we flying out? Not for 3 more hours. I have stuff to do. Come on. Doesn't matter.
I found the caption in that ad was so weird because they're trying to loop in the fact he's going to Edmonton. I was just still like, I don't get it.
Oh, flying from Toronto to Edmonton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
I'm just happy Cam's in the mix.
I'm happy Cam. Connor must be doing a deal where he gets paid $1 to do those ads, and Cam gets $4 million, and then Cam takes the money and invests it in McDavid Brothers Holding Co. out of Zurich, and ipso facto, no taxo pedo.
No extra money for Connor.
Smart. Connor's going to touch that money 40 years from now. It's been compounding offshore.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Genius. If I'm Connor and Cam's in finance, I hire Cam to run my money. Because you know he's not going to rip you off because the McDavids are salt of the earth people.
And he's a banker too, is he not?
I believe he is. I think he's an investment banker, or maybe not that level, or some sort of commercial banker, but I remember seeing something to that effect.
I'm a big fan of Connor bringing his brother in the mix.
If Connor gives his brother free reign and Cam makes good investment decisions, Cam could make Connor more money than Connor can make for himself.
Exactly.
And that would deal him the pole position at Christmas when you're getting in line for the buffet.
He could be his Charlie Munger.
Right? The guy who manages, Charlie Munger, good reference.
Thank you.
The guy who manages Magic's money and Shaq's money. At this point, they've probably made them more money than they did playing ball.
Easily.
Cam, you could be that guy. You could be wearing brown leather shoes in airports, walking around with multiple phones. Like you're in a CIBC ad. Jay, they didn't pay. Said their name. It's part of the story. It was hard for me to edit it out. I waited until the end.
There was a weird part.
Jared, edit that out, please.
There was a weird part about that commercial for me was just general reactions on social media. I don't know if you guys saw any of this.
Of course I do.
But the nation was getting mentions like, I really wish Connor was focusing on hockey rather than making fucking TV commercials.
Shut the fuck up.
And I was laughing, like looking at him. Clearly his flow is in the early stages of McFlow evolution.
He probably shot that in like July.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In a morning at Pearson.
Oh my gosh.
And
People
Cam
are so
collected
These
$4
are
million.
the same people are like, Winnipeg has an airport. I don't get it.
It doesn't have an airport. If they did and you Googled, does Winnipeg have an airport? It would say yes.
Would CTV report them landing in Fargo and busing to Winnipeg if it was not indeed a fact?
Would Winnipeg City Council be doing a Kickstarter right now? Buy us an airport? It's close to tipping, boys. They need $150 million.
Getting close. Getting real close. Return your empties. Help Winnipeg get their airport. They deserve travel.
Yeah,
through
let
air.
Cam McDavid earn 7 figures.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Let Cam get rich.
People need to understand, like, yeah, we want Connor to be playing hockey and doing the things, and he is playing hockey and doing the things, but he's also, because he's such a brand, this is everything that comes with it. Are Pittsburgh fans mad because why is Sidney Crosby playing with these Kenyan kids when he should be practicing with the Penguins?
Look at him going inside and out in that
Jeez.
Kenyan guy with no shin pads.
That's not his team. What a selfish asshole.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's no way Pittsburgh fans are complaining about Crosby being in a Tim Hortons commercial.
To be fair, we don't know.
Well,
And I bet you there is a segment of Pens fans that complain.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And I'm sure there was people when Ovi raised the cup in the Capitals Twitter sphere that were like, well, you can do it this year, but can you do it in the next year? Think about all the D-men we have to re-sign.
Well,
like,
we should do a deep dive on it. I think it might be the Canadian hockey fan versus the American hockey fan. Like, it goes back, like, we live and breathe the stuff, so we are way more critical and way more analytical about it. So I'm wondering if there is a difference between different fandoms. Like, I bet you Leafs fans would be just like Oilers fans, and maybe not Flames fans as much, because that's just a weird market altogether.
But couldn't that be partially because there hasn't been a Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup since 94?
93.
Yeah. Could that be part of it? It means the world to us up here, and we're on our 25th anniversary of Sweet Tweet.
or maybe you're just a hockey fan and you don't also like other sports. Because if you're like a basketball guy, as an example, those guys are always doing ads. Who cares?
I did a poll on Twitter. Shout out to myself.
Go ahead.
Are you happy with the Oilers season? And
Fuck
it's
yeah.
like, I am very happy.
Yeah.
I am very, very happy. I am very, very, very happy. I am miserable.
I picked the most
did Dakin-
positive one.
yeah.
Dakin put, I'm miserable.
No, Dakin sent me a thing like, oh, I've never been so wrong in my whole life. And I sent him back this snarky gif of like a guy in the office writing on a piece of paper and staring at him really snarkily. But I think like 18% of people just said, I am miserable.
Yeah.
I think it's the danger of social media. I think if you have like a predilection to being depressed, or you have a likelihood of high anxiety or whatever, like you'll find that content online.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll just echo around in your brain.
I made a dumb meme today for ON's Instagram
I
account.
saw this. The haters one?
Yeah, the haters
Genius.
one. And this guy in the comments is like, yeah, but they should be in first. Like, fuck off, man. Have a good time.
Larson's plus 53 in 4 seasons. Or 3 seasons? 4 seasons.
3 seasons.
3 seasons.
Yeah.
Plus 53. So I tweeted that. Come at me, Larson haters. And people are like, Taylor Hall had the trophy and is in a Subway ad. And I don't see Larson with the Subway ad. And there's just a percentage of people who are miserable fucks. The problem is on Twitter, they're a disproportionately high number of tweets.
Well, and they find each other.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they create Oilers Nation. And the next thing you know, Chiarelli's getting his ass handed to him on the internet every 15 minutes.
But I think we've been mostly positive through everything.
For sure.
else I would have jumped off the high level bridge a long time ago.
I ran out of ideas for articles 3 years ago, Bag Milk, because there was no more ways to make the same jokes about everything's going to turn out fine. And I didn't want in the Connor era to be on there being another negative voice in the crowd. It's hard. It's hard to come up with funny content. It's hard to come. I don't know how you guys do it day in and day out.
We need to shift. We've and it's not like I said, I've always been positive, but when you haven't made the playoffs for 10 years, how can you say something positive about the team? There's actually something wrong.
You're a Browns fan.
But go Brownies. Lost again this weekend. I watched it with joy.
You just hate yourself in the sports world.
But it's
kind of cool you called them Brownies.
Yeah, it's so good to connect with the fans of those teams, like, because there's so many war stories to share, but like it's about the community when it's teams like that. It's not about just being arrogant. Oh, well, we win and that's why we're awesome. It's like, no, like I am a long-term pain-filled fan of this team. Like,
not like that kid who tweeted out that picture from Boston where he's seen 11 parades or whatever, and he's 15.
Yeah, so he doesn't even know what pain is, right? Like, so I have a connection to that. Like, you hear these guys. I've been a Browns fan for 15 years, and you share stories, and like there's so much similarity, and it just all goes back down to the love for your city and the love for your team.
Have Oilers fans hit Browns levels of sad? Because what have they been out of the playoffs for?
Forever. And they didn't win a game for like 2 years.
That's yes.
But like it's different, right? Like they only play 16 games and whatever. Yeah, they drafted their Taylor Hall.
Yeah.
Who? Well, you said Money Manziel, so I said they drafted their Taylor Hall.
But Manziel is more like a Yakupov.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, whatever. But yeah,
Bag Milk.
Sure.
You like football?
I mean, if it's on, I'll watch it, but I'm not a football guy.
I don't like. I watch it so I can chirp my friends in my fantasy thing. But anyways, I just resonate with that. But anyways, talking about being positive. We've now got a kid on our team. Bringing it back to Connor. This guy is finding his swag now in terms of leading the team. And when we had Brandon Davidson in here, who's now probably hated after that last Chicago game and whatever.
Do you text Rick after that?
Oh, yeah.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, Rick was having like an emotional crisis that
night.
Yeah. His boy hit his other boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was delicate. But just even hearing him say, like, Connor is now starting to find his voice in the room as he's maturing and getting older and getting more confident, as to just instead of using his play on the ice to lead the team, he's now becoming a voice in the team. He's now growing longer hair, and he's now more sexier when he's presenting his voice to the team.
Remember the feathered bangs when he accepted the Molson Cup?
Yeah.
He looked like young Gretzky.
I love how disinterested he was collecting that.
Doesn't give two shits.
But he had Farrah Fawcett hair.
Fuck.
Unbelievable.
I'm with Jay on that one in the sense that he's just like, all right, let's wrap this stupid thing up and just go.
He's not disrespectful, though.
Never disrespectful.
Not disrespectful.
Both their hands. Oh, never disrespectful. Yes. But you can tell he's just like, I just want to play hockey.
That's when he's doing interviews. That's when he's doing bank ads for a brand we shan't be naming.
Yeah.
He's disinterested with everything except scoring goals, getting snipes, and winning
with
cups.
his team.
Yeah.
I even like the leadership thing. Even the Puljujärvi needs to step up his English. That's not disrespectful.
Nope.
That's just
stating fact.
Saying, hey, man.
I like, though, that Connor isn't like a fake smiler. I like that he isn't like, hi there, Gene. What's the biz?
Yeah, you got to earn that smile.
Oh, yeah. And that's why when he smiles after funky goals, it's so heartwarming.
Yeah, you know he's actually pumped.
Mm-hmm. His little gummy smile, his little gold teeth.
Smiling Connor and fired up Connor are my favorite Connors.
So I think this is what we're seeing. Like, we're sitting right now, 8-4-1?
Yes.
8-4-1. Well, we should be undefeated. So I'm very pissed off. So let's now drill down and critique why Connor McDavid is the worst fucking hockey player in the league.
Is Dan wearing pants?
Dan is wearing pants.
Oh, he's back? I thought he was going to...
Dan is wearing pants.
And he's not running?
Only after losses he runs.
And it's kilometers under 500?
It's a kilometer each loss. Actually, I don't remember his
plus a kilometer
loss.
under 500.
I think I'm the only one doing the actual wins losses. I don't know what those boys upstairs are doing. Who knows?
So you're just drinking
They're not
Brum?
as committed as you, Bag Milk.
No, of course not.
You're drinking Brum?
No, well, I'm waiting on the Brum right now. I got my house beers going.
Okay.
Got my house beers, the brew houses.
The house beers, I love it.
Yeah. People are chirping me. You know what? I've decided that I hate beer snobs.
Oh.
Doing the booze casts after wins. I fucking hate beer snobs.
Did any beet snobs ever like, oh, you're eating Lamley's brand beets? Why wouldn't you eat Smith's brand beets? And
No,
then
it was always
go
like-
off on their unicycle.
You need to eat like an actual dish, not a can of beets. Well, I'm like, I'm not going to whip up something at 11:30 at night. I'm just going to open the can and away.
My name is Bagged Milk. Do you think I understand how to make any sort of anything?
Yeah, take myself very seriously. Yes, beers, way better.
Sorry, so they're 8-4-1.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a big rant going, and then we started
I'm
talking
sorry,
about
but
pizza.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to know if they were
No.
wearing
This is the nature.
You were
of the
talking about
nuance
being
of the podcast.
positive.
show.
You're talking about changing narratives.
Yeah.
We got to. Oh yeah, we need to flip it.
Yeah,
say
we're
we need to
flipping
flip it.
and because Connor is clearly doing his part to now flip what's the negativity in the room, because now he's got his voice. He's now, he's leading by example as always, but I actually think he's getting the boys fired up. I think this Trent Yanni thing, as Gregor portrayed in his article there recently on OilersNation.com, he has created a bunch of a positive vibe around the defensemen, and now they're playing good.
Like Oscar Klefbom and Adam Larson together, lights out this year.
I am literally moments away from buying an Adam Larson jersey.
I think he should.
Plus 53.
I think he should.
I fucking love that guy.
And the fucking dude's entertaining.
Oh,
Follow him on Instagram. He's hilarious.
he is.
It's dry.
He's
I just,
yeah.
oh
Like
man, the dry
like a Swedish
humor.
piece of skirta toast.
He loves a celebratory snooze. I guarantee it.
Oh, for sure he does.
I wish that again, we've said it a million times. I wish the personality that they show on their socials, that could just come out. You know what I mean? I would love to see Gene ask Adam Larson a question after the game or whatever, and he cracks a joke and everybody laughs. Because that's the guy he is, but no, he's got to give his plugged in answers.
I hope it's coming. And I don't know if I mentioned this last podcast, but when the Swedes were here, we got to go to the pregame skate against Pittsburgh. And
The Penguins bag milk.
the Pittsburgh Penguins.
I've heard that from there.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw the Oilers come on, and they did their thing, and it was all kind of like serious and whatnot. And then the Penguins came on, and they're like, because they do like 2-on-1s, do plays, whatever. And like there's like if they score on their 2-on-1, they're laughing, they're celebrating. Like it was a completely different vibe in the
loose.
2 pregame skates. Loose, friendly, like funny, having fun. Completely different situation. So Oilers obviously feel a lot of pressure right now, and they're just starting to looks like they're putting together a bit of a season here. So hopefully that looseness kind of comes. But like this is what I think Connor's going to help provide, and this is obviously what coaching has helped provide, because as Gregor alluded to, like the defensemen are feeling a lot more confident and loose. All this positivity goes a long way, because as I said and we said going into the season, like those same asshole mainstream media guys that watched the Oilers and said they were going to win the cup last year, and then 2 months in the season started then being like, well, of course they suck because this, and this, we're coming into this season with some negativity. And now 2 months in, we'll be like, oh, of course they're good because this, and this. Like the team on paper is solid.
It's revisionist history. It's like everyone in Queen writing the story because of Freddie Mercury's life.
Yeah, exactly.
We told you this was going to happen.
But it's there. So we just need, oh shit, here we go.
Oh,
But
would you just jump the gun?
He was going to play us
He was
out.
teasing. He's teasing.
Getting
I know,
Oscar
but then
hook.
what happened?
He's just
Getting the
letting us
Oscar
know.
hook.
But
It's
it's just telling us like there is obviously some positivity, and we're unlocking that confidence in this team, and we're seeing it.
Boys, before we get played off, there's 4 games between this real life podcast and the next.
Yes.
The Oilers could be 12-4.
Who are we playing? I know we're playing Washington, Tampa Bay,
Florida, Colorado. So before we go, Jared, keep your finger off the nuclear strike, because we're going to get you in on this. I know you probably don't even care who wins. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Washington, Tampa Bay, Florida, and then Colorado. Jay, I want you to go down the list. Are they going to beat Wash?
Well, Wash is starting a weirdo backup tonight, so
Yes.
I think Edmonton is in good position to win.
Bag milk?
I'm going to say they win tonight.
Jared? No, they're not going to win tonight? Holy fucking
and
shit.
that is why he's not on the microphone.
That's right.
That's why he wants to play us out.
Wanya.
Oh, I see.
I call Oilers win. I think that they own the Washington Capitals.
We do actually play pretty well against them. We match up well.
Well, if they play like they did, last week or whatever it was, that was money. One of the best games I've seen the Oilers play in a long time.
I could also see the Caps looking to thump the Oil tonight,
Yes.
coming
Yeah.
home and whammy bo bammy. But Connor McDavid, number 97,
Not today.
Maybe he'll go out and play with his heart in his chest because he knows it's the 97th episode of the Real Life Podcast.
Do it for us.
Do it for Cam.
And the other 12.
Do it for the Penguin, for the bank that can't be named. Tampa Bay, Jay, will they win?
Oh, that's a tough one. Back to back. I obviously want to be positive. I'm going to say it's an overtime loss.
OT.
I'm
Bagmo?
going to say that one's a loss just because that's a really ugly back-to-back.
It's very ugly, yeah.
Loss? Win? Ooh, wow. Should have win.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
The backwards man, the back.
I'm going to take, that's an excellent reference. I'm going to take the Oilers to win again. Florida?
That's a W. That's a W.
Oh, that is auto dub. Thank you, Florida.
Jared win. Yay. Edmonton win. Colorado?
That's another tough one.
I thought Colorado was supposed to be a stink bomb.
Now they're good again.
They're good
again.
They've got some firepower.
Nathan McKinnon's on fire.
So how much separation is there between the Florida and Colorado game?
Good question. Florida's on a Thursday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard, if you believe in longitude and latitude. Colorado is on Sunday at 7:30.
Rested.
Well rested.
They have a chance to get acclimatized to the mile high air.
Talking like legal weed?
Yeah, both.
What a time to be alive.
Quickly!
This is tough. Yeah, we're going to win because Connor wants to show Rantanen he's the fucking boss of the NHL.
We're going to finish this off air. We've been played off. Real Life Podcast. Back never.